Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the GDQ Hotfix Trans Day of Visibility Celebration Showcase. We are continuing in the middle of our Metroidvania morning, and things are moving at a breakneck pace. If you missed our first run, or indeed want to catch up on any of our Hotfix shows or our events like Back to Black and Frost Fatales, you can check out the VODs on youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. But we're going to keep things moving along at a truly stupefying pace because our next game breaks the brain. I say having barely survived the casual playthrough, but here to make it look all too easy, please welcome to the stage Icy Kyrie running Tunic any percent unrestricted.
Hello, everyone. I am Kyrie. Yeah, this is Tunic Unrestricted. Not going to see as much of the brain-breaking stuff in this, but there's definitely a little bit of it. Definitely, I hope it's going to be a very interesting run for everyone here. Yeah, so if we're ready, I'll count it down here. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Yeah. All right, so immediately you can see during the intro cutscene here, I am starting to get some items. Very in-depth set of secrets in the game, and I keep messing up one of the codes for them, but we can use that to our advantage to get some items. Oh my gosh, I cannot type today. There we go. Yeah, so that's 2 of the 3 items that we start with getting the codes, and we run over here and equip during the chest animation. Tunic just kind of lets you open up your inventory almost whenever. It's super nice for getting things set up. And then there we go, last code. So those are the main 3 code items we're going to use. Throw that bomb, open up because we can't cut through some grass, and we're going to open up this door with yet another code, grab some more things, and equip, not the firebomb, we're going to equip the stick here. Alright, so both those things, the card for glass cannon and the mana berries, you're not going to go see these until much later in the run. And nice, first try. So immediately, major trick in the run, this is ladder storage. You do it by interacting with a ladder and pressing attack at the exact same time, and then rolling away from the ladder during the animation of the attack. That just disables your collision, larks your Z coordinate, so you just kind of fly around the map. There's 3 ways to exit it. You actually get to see all 3 ways you exit ladder storage throughout the run, which is super cool. I'm going to go for not a ledge clip. That's fine. It just would save me from running around here. But yeah, so with ladder storage, you either get knocked out of it by getting hit, entering a loading zone, and then save and exiting, or just by letting go of the A button, and then you warp back to the ladder you started it from. We're going to do another ladder storage here. Second try. That is deceptively hard to do with the stick. The animation's a little bit janky with it, so the timing isn't super consistent. And we are going down to collect one of the actual items that we even grab in the run. We only grab like a grand total of, I think, 7 items in the run, so it comes at you fast.
Yeah, about how long was your casual playthrough of this game relative to the 20-minute speedrun?
Yeah, so casually, if you're doing just like finishing the game, I would say roughly around like 7-ish hours. 100%ing it, I would say, depending on your puzzle solving abilities, 12 to maybe 20. Alright, we're doing another last storage here because again it does disable collision with certain things, and then we get hit out of it to drop down and grab our magic orb. Super simple thing, this is just a grappling hook as you would see in most games. You see the hooks around, and then oh no, the enemies killed us.
I might not believe you with that oh no.
So again, normally you wouldn't be allowed to use any items. This is a moment where you can't open your inventory. Tunic lets you use whatever you have equipped in those moments, however, so by equipping a bomb beforehand, we just throw the bomb down and we instantly die and skip like a 3-minute long sequence there, because you're hard-coded to have exactly 1 health during that sequence. And then so one more ladder storage here with the stick. Luckily, after this, it gets much easier to perform them, although surprisingly, I didn't have as hard of a time as I have been having in practice with those. Get hit out of it so we can actually go down, otherwise we'd be too high to hit the loading zone here. Yeah, almost done here. Sorry.
So what I know Tunic has like at least 3, it may have bloomed more since I last checked the boards, at least 3 different glitch restriction levels, right? What drew you to unrestricted to everything goes?
For the most part, in my speedrunning career, I've never run like a glitch heavy category before. And so I saw the Tunic run, like specifically unrestricted, and just immediately like fell in love with the run and the route. Like it's just super interesting. Its bar for entry is shockingly low for how hard some of the tricks are to perform. They're very easy to learn. It's just you have to give it a couple tries a lot of the time. And it's certainly being around a 20-minute run is nice and helpful as well for that learning curve. Is resetting gets very, very quick with it, so...
Makes sense.
Alright. Yeah, so we did one more ladder storage. Again, with the sword, ladder storage is much easier. It is almost free to do, I would say. So we grab our magic wand here, hold down the alligator, and then we equip the blast cannon card there. It forces us down to 1 health, allowing us to instantly death warp back to the ruined atoll checkpoint. Which I guess I should also explain. There's 2 types of checkpointing that Tunic does. There is room entry and item pickup state, as well as resting at checkpoints. So your position is saved on room entry, and your item state is saved, obviously, when you pick up new items or use an item. But then your position for respawning after death is only ever updated on the checkpoint resting. So that just allows us to death warp all around the map and skip huge swaths of walking. And then right here is Dark Tomb. I'm going to go for a trick here. I haven't been getting it super often in practice, unfortunately. There is a backup for it, luckily, that is still just a little bit pseudo-random. So we are skipping a little puzzle here because we don't have lantern. You can do it without lantern, it's just kind of annoying. I'm going to slash twice. No, okay, I accidentally ruled there. So what I was trying to do was... by slashing twice, that lets me let go of the A button and stall myself in the air in front of the chest. Then I can start mashing the A button to try and get the interact bump and open the chest without resetting my position with ladder storage. Unfortunately didn't get it, so I'm going to do the backup, which is to aggro these skull guys, get hit by one of them, and pick the chest up there. And then, yeah, just a quick save quit to get out of Tomb, and we are going to grab our last item in the run. So this is just a quick little pickup for the magic wand. And now we get to the fun part, which is the running through and blitzing all of the bosses. So again, ladder storage just lets us skip everything in the game. We're going to go straight to Quarry. To those who have played the game before, you might be wondering, you don't have Scavenger Mask. What are you supposed to do in Quarry? You'll see. I'm just going to activate these fuses here so we can actually get into the next area. Just a little bit of running.
I assume the answer is not get Scavenger Mask.
It is not get Scavenger Mask. Alright, so as we are activating this fuse, I'm going to put in another code to get these little sparkles around me. You did see me use that in Dark Tomb. There I was using it solely for the visual cue of knowing where the fox is positionally. The actual intended use of the code is another little cheat thing that the game tells you about. So we're going to grab this. If we hit both buttons at the same time for wand and dagger, we shoot an ice bolt, which freezes the enemy, lets me grapple to it, and then we just get to skip all of Quarry without mask there. And then the code itself makes the ice bolt shot the mana cost for it equal to the wand and not the ice dagger, so it costs 1 instead of 4. Magic is very, very limited in the run, so every little bit that you can save definitely matters there. And then, yeah, frozen enemies. With enemies, you grapple them to you normally. I forgot to equip that. But when they're frozen, you grapple yourself to them. All right, and so just another fun little thing there. Again, in a case of being able to use items when you can't open your inventory, during that elevator, once you activate it, if you wait 6 seconds, you can start to use the effigy item, which is the little pot head I have equipped there. That pops the fox up into the air very briefly, and then using the a sequence of 3 ice shots, you freeze the fox in midair and then push yourself backwards over the edge of the elevator and just skip like 15 seconds of sitting there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Ziggurat here has a lot of really small tricks that save a lot of time. Which you are now going to see the next of the 2 here, which is the admin tower skip. Normally you would have to fight that robot enemy and go down this tower, which is honestly kind of annoying to get down. So I let go of A2 soon there. But by positioning ourselves here and stalling in the air with these sword swipes, we just get to downwarp to a loading trigger and skip that climb and another elevator entirely.
How recent is that? It's been a minute since I've seen a Tunic speedrun. I'm like, what is going on here?
I am not 100% sure. I know at least I think it's been about a year. All right. Okay, sorry, I just hit that first try. I didn't even get a chance to explain it. I missed.
Let's go!
So what I did there was a wrong warp. I equipped the effigy and I used it the frame that I hit the loading trigger, which is why the fox kind of snapped into an A pose there. And then I used ice shots to again knock myself backwards to make sure I lined myself up to fall down far enough. Normally you're supposed to do 4, that sets you all the way to bottom. I did 3 by accident, just put me at the top of the ladder, which is totally fine. That is, yeah, like I said, a single frame trick. Tunic, you are allowed to run it at either 60 hertz or 120 hertz. I run it at 120 hertz to make
oh wow
stuff easier. So yeah, that is kind of insane. Speaking of insane, that is the scavenger boss. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to show the other A. That specific attack lets you pull it towards you there. If it does anything else, it runs towards the ledge, you would instead freeze it and then do another way to pull it off the ledge. But yeah, so like I said, this all comes at you really, really fast in the run. And we're immediately moving right on to the next boss here. So this one is a little bit tricky to do. I don't have an enemy to knock me out of ladder storage here, but this is the fastest way to get here. So I'm going to try again. If I press my sword and wand at the same time here, I will buffer one shot perfectly to knock myself out of ladder storage. There we go. So yeah, this run has been going shockingly well, honestly. My practice runs have been struggling a lot more with just RNG, like Scavenger not wanting to go forward at all. The backup with those skulls in Dark Tomb, like their movement is completely random. And when you do ladder storage, they tend to lock onto your position, like your X and Y coordinate, but they don't lock onto your Z coordinate properly, so they always try to attack below you. I'm gonna try this. If I don't get this first try, I'm just gonna reset the room and do the older strat here. But I'm gonna try another way to knock myself out of ladder storage. Nice.
Nice.
Just kill these enemies because I want to keep my health as high as possible here, just in case something goes wrong in the librarian. And then yeah, with the fuses, as soon as they do hit the ground there and you see everything turn purple, you can save and quit to just reset back to the checkpoint again. So now the use of the freeze and ice grapple to pull ourselves up here, positioning ourselves on this side of the fuse. For some reason that frog just doesn't aggro onto you.
It's just like, Fox has other better things to be doing right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going really fast. It seems late for something. I'll just leave it alone. Alright, these three baby crabs are the bane of my existence, and that is exactly why. If you
Oh,
are
no.
not, like, almost perfect, they will just walk up and hit you. Yeah, you don't need to, like, hold prey for long here, just long enough. There we go. Just gonna run around them, and we are going to library. So, we're coming up on the hardest trick, in my opinion, in the run here. Normally, it is something you only get one try at. If you don't get it, you would have to reset the run. I do have a backup save prepared with extra tries, just in case that does happen. I've been practicing it a lot. I have been very, very consistent at it. A little bit worried
Chat, you
about
know what you must do. Energy for Kyrie.
So, just going to run up here. Going to use the grapple up here. We're going to equip the sword and then the ice bomb from the very start of the run. I'm sure you can guess what we're about to do with the sword. Oh, yeah, that is the one thing I did not want to happen.
Oh no.
I very, very barely let go of right too soon. That is okay. Like I said, I have a backup save here prepared for that. There we go. That is what was supposed to happen. It was literally a difference of like half a second. And then yeah, so you aggro the boss with the ice bomb, and then it just falls into its own death plane that spawns.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh shoot! I did not. Okay. Something weird happened with this save, and I'm missing the glass cannon card. I don't know why. So impromptu little backup strat here.
This is the beauty of live marathon performance. No, you got it.
I was just having a lot of issues with my backup saves yesterday, making sure that they were good to go. Like one of my backup saves just disappeared entirely when I put it into the folder. All right, so
it feels like an outpouring of marathon luck. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the only difference there is normally you would death warp back to Atoll and take the warp from Atoll. I'm just taking the one from library here as backup. Going to fix my items here. And then yeah, we are on to the second last boss here. So again, going to activate the speedrun code as they call it. So I can freeze this little guy. And I'm going to damage boost down here. Because I guess I never explained. So the ring that I picked up in Dark Tomb, it is the orange power ring. For anyone who has played the Soul series games, it's the red tearstone ring. Same thing, when you're at low health, it increases your damage by quite a bit. Which this is technically the only boss that we actually like fight. It's weird. Also, silly little thing with the ice grapple. because when you pull yourself to an enemy, it displaces the enemy slightly. You can push enemies through certain doors and just grapple yourself through the door and get into the loading zone. So you will see it again one more time here after this fight for going into Temple. It looks really hard. It is super, super simple. Sorry, and flashing light warning here as well. So yeah, again, quote unquote fight the boss. It's literally you do some 8 quick hits and then target the boss and you just mash attack here.
I mean, it is still at least a fight.
Yeah,
Although-
it is possible to mess that one up. If you accidentally do a 3rd hit in there, it messes up your timing and position, and you can slide out of the boss's hitbox, and then it is very awkward to try and recover that fight. Most of the time, it's just a room reset. Oops, I threw that in the wrong direction. So I'm just getting rid of those just to have my inventory in a state that I am used to, because again, normally it doesn't happen. I overcompensated with the amount of ice bombs I would need for strats. So.
I mean, the dedication of people to speedrun in marathons and showcases things that are like, yeah, we get one try at this, and otherwise the run is completely dead, never ceases to amaze and impress me.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to activate the speedrun code here. You'll see why in a moment there. But yeah, I am a little bit sad about missing Ice Bomb there, because in my practice, I was only missing it once every, probably, 17 to 18 attempts there, so it's very rare. It was very rare for me to fail it, but that's just how it goes sometimes. Alright, so we're setting up another door clip here. So pulling this guy over here, again going to let him damage boost me down to 1 health. Freeze, grapple, grapple, and that skips ringing both of the bells, and I think, I think that saves 10-ish minutes
Wow.
in the run, so yeah. And then our final instance of using items when you're not supposed to be allowed to, we can just use the ice beam to animation cancel ourselves in the cutscene when placing the triggers, throw a bomb, blow ourselves up, and this skips another about 2-minute long cutscene. And just like that, we are getting into the final boss already. So just while I'm doing this run up, I just want to say thank you so much for letting me show this off in the showcase with how hard of a run this is. All that. Rest of the event is going to be awesome. Shout out to all of the other runners today and tomorrow. I am super excited to see everyone go. Okay. So second last trick of the run here, I'm just trying to set up another cutscene skip. Some reason you can exit the game and press A to interact at the same time. I'm just going to actually save and quit because I messed up the code there and I don't want to die. No. Sorry, the code is not coming through here. Okay, there we go. Alright, so... Ooh, this is bad. Okay, we're good. So this is the air quote-unquote fight. That has never happened before.
We got another one!
We got another one. Okay,
what
so
was happening there?
So with the air fight, when it is frozen, its attacks are still coming out. One attack in particular creates a little shockwave there that did kill me. Again, in case this happened, I did have a backup save prepared because normally, again, if that happens, you cannot get back into the air fight. I just need to...
This speedrun seems brutal. What's your attempt counter on this?
118 currently. Okay. Sorry, I'm just going to wait a little bit here just for this code to run out, just because so it doesn't mess up my timing, because, again, as you can see, it's very, very punishing here.
Yep.
Although I was not paying attention to when I activated the code. So give it here. Okay, should be. So I'm just gonna activate the cutscene here. If I time this right, the code will run out as the cutscene plays. If not, I just have to avoid some attacks and then get the code going. Okay, so okay, there we go. We got the code active, so we get hit, freeze the boss, and now that the boss is not in an attack animation, we should be all set to go. So we just keep the boss nice and stun locked here, although obviously we don't have enough. Okay, this is just a case of everything that can go wrong will go wrong, it seems. So we're just going to... I would like you to stop this, please. Okay. So we don't have enough magic. That is what the NP berries from the very, very start of the run are for, is to keep us nice and topped up. So we can keep the boss stun locked. I am so sorry about how this end of the run has gone. This is usually not how it goes.
No, you are handling it so well. That is marathons.
Yeah, alright. So, phase 2 of the fight, again, the same thing as the first. We just freeze it, keep it nice and stun locked, refill our MP. I really hope something that happens in practice doesn't happen again here, but I should be fine. There we go, and that is time.
Nicely done.
Yeah, ignore the in-game timer. The saves were off, loading all that in. Yeah.
I felt my heart rate raise at the end there.
It is very stressful at the end. Again, the boss breaking out like that normally doesn't happen. I'm not exactly sure why. I might have accidentally hit an extra attack there. Because again, it's a case of if you are doing your 1-2 hits, you're fine. If you accidentally do a third hit, that's when issues start to arise from it there. So, but second attempt at least I recovered pretty nicely, I think.
Yeah, no, you played that so well in the live setting. Well, it is Trans Day of Visibility, so I'm inviting you to be visible. Tell the people where they can find you and what you're up to.
Yeah, so you can find me at Icy Kyrie on pretty much everything, YouTube, Twitch, Blue Sky. Right now I've just been grinding a lot of Tunic, but I do have a couple other games I speedrun, do Kingdom Hearts 0.2. I have some other stuff that I'm looking into. I haven't really figured stuff out, but I also do a lot of randomizers. So Tunic has an amazing randomizer. I highly recommend everyone check it out. If you did not watch the Frame Fatales randomizer race, do. It was fantastic, phenomenal run, all 4 of them.
It was a good run.
Yeah, I kind of just do a lot of speedrun and randomizer stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for having me. Again, shout out to all of the other amazing runners coming up today and tomorrow. Shout out to Soul earlier for their run. And yeah, trans rights.
Trans rights. Thank you again so much, Kyrie. We are going to take a quick break, and the Metroidvania train is going to keep rolling, because when we get back from the break, it's going to be some pseudo regalia. You're not going to want to miss it. So stretch, do what you need to do, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.